so can you share your understanding of displacement?
So displacement is basically when like a group of people or family of people will get removed from their home or their original residence or their community.
What initiative or policies do you think would be most effective in preventing displacement in the future?
Displacement, what initial policies? It's really hard to say exactly what policies because displacement comes with many things. So many things that can lead to displacement. But as society as a whole, it's the way we look at people who's displaced, I think, this is my opinion, that we might be able to, once we see someone in that position and someone who has been displaced, if we would not look at them as if they were just an outcast and try to see what caused this in the beginning.
Finding where displacement really comes from and helping those displaced individuals, whether they were displaced because of not having work, find a job, just the source of their displacement, and then create a community around them that can support them.
We knew we were outsiders. We knew we were outside the pale. We lived in the village. We were outsiders. We were dykes, right? A lot of us were artists. We hated typing, right? We didn't want straight jobs. Whatever we did, we were at the fringe. Now this, of course, was the 50s. It was like the gay girls' version of the beatniks. You have to remember that the lesbian gay girls, because that's what we would call the gay girls population, was a reflection of what else was going on, right, around us. And that was the era of, let's pretend this is the best of all possible worlds, this is exactly what we choose, right, and this is it. So like nobody talked about racism.
Right. So if something happened to me in a bar, I couldn't count on anybody standing up and covering my back. A white lesbian would not stand up to cover my back. They may say, personally, oh, isn't that too bad it happened to you? But not, hey, this shouldn't happen, period.
You need to begin with a movement, which is what Black Power and the Civil Rights Movement was. Then, immediately within it, you are going to get those people whose differences are not being articulated, which is, right, us. So then there is immediately another step.
Okay, so can you share your understanding of gender violence and its impact on individuals and communities?
Gender violence is like a very popular issue in a lot of places, and it's often in like genital mutilation and like sexual harassment and things.
Gender violence, well, usually it's a lot of sexual harassment with employment, and a lot of sexual harassment in community. Even within the household, there's a lot of sexual harassment. We might have to look at, okay, as much as possible, getting the person out of that, or allowing our people, from a woman's standpoint, allowing other women to talk.
In regards to gender discrimination or displacement, if there's anybody that's kind of facing those issues, my biggest thing is not only educating the public and other people so we can be more aware of what's going on in our own city, but also help heal other people and help them support services that they need.
Well, knowing my background, first I would give it a lot of prayer. And then again, looking at what's caused it, because many times displacement comes suddenly. People, fires and loss of loved ones, and there's nothing you can really prepare to do. So in that case, I really don't have any special advice, but just a lot of prayer, a lot of organization, organize yourself, keep things together as much as possible, and that's why I can just go from there.